play a big difference. And that big difference is making sure that we elect a Democratic United States Senator to Washington. And I've known Tom Allen for quite some time. I've actually worked with him very closely over the last 6 years in Congress, talking about issues important to the 2nd Congressional District. And yes, he's been spending a lot more time up here in the 2nd Congressional District, but it's not new. Ever since I first got elected, Tom actually has been spending time in the 2nd District to see what's going on, whether it's in a manufacturing area or whether it's in agriculture or rural areas. Tom has been very gracious in giving us the time that we need for him to really understand what's happening here in the 2nd District. But he's also a leader in Congress. If you talk about prescription drugs and health care, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, Tom Allen's name always pops up. He's a very focused individual. He's an individual that cares what's going to happen, not only to Maine, but to our great nation. And he's an individual that once he's elected to the United States Senate will not forget where he came from. He will listen to the people here in Maine, he'll do what's right, and he will give us the working majority that we need in the United States Senate to get issues passed that we have to get passed. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce
Mike has a hard time this year saying that he's got a targeted race. But he is part of the coordinated campaign. And when you're working for me, when you're working for Mike, when you're working for the Democratic nominee for president, when you're working for all these terrific state legislative candidates, that's what the coordinated campaign is about, all up and down the ballot. I must say, I walked in here and my first thought was, wow, I mean, this is spectacular. It's really, this 1st District will catch up, Peter. Right. You gotta get moving down there. But this is very, very exciting to see what's going on. This race is unbelievably important. When I say this race, I mean this election cycle. And at the end of the day, it's going to come down to those of you who are on the ground making phone calls, contacting people, trying to persuade them, because we have done so much over the years with how we communicate. Not just through the press, not just through television, paid television, but also electronically. Nothing matters as much as person-to-person communication. Nothing we do. And that's what really you're all about. I was speaking on Tuesday to the Senate Democratic Caucus, and Harry Reid, Chuck Schumer introduced me to the other Democratic senators. Harry Reid was standing beside him. And when I talked about, first of all, where Maine is today. Maine doesn't care for the policies of the Bush administration at all. 17, maybe 20% approval for George Bush tells you something. 80%, 81% wrong direction in Maine. That's what people think. 81% of the people in Maine think Maine's headed in the wrong direction. Susan Collins votes with George Bush 82% of the time. Something is wrong with this picture. You can come from the 2nd District and not vote a 2nd District agenda. And that's what she's done. And this is what I need you for. Because the bottom line is, I'm not as well known in the 2nd District as Susan Collins is, and it's going to be up to all of you to help us make the case here. But I know you can do it.